have to start question number 11. I have done half the question I have written on the board and the diagram I have drawn. You can see it is the diagram of the adjacent picture frame. You can see this is the picture frame. So the inner dimension and the outer dimensions are given. That is the outer dimension 24 and 28, and the inner dimension you can see 16 and 20. Now we have to find the area of each section of the frame if the width of each section is same. So width means this part. This is equal. Okay, the width is equal here. So how to find out the width? Firstly, you can see I have divided the diagram into four parts, that is A, B, C, D. This is trapezium A, trapezium B, trapezium C and trapezium D. Now they all have widths equal, it is said. Now from this dimension 24, if we remove 16, we will get 8. So this plus this is 8. Correct? This plus this is 8 and they both are equal. So 2 times of the width is equal to, we can write here if you want, 2 times of the width is equal to 28 minus 20. Again 2 times of the width is equal to 8 centimeters. So the width is equal to 8 by 2, which is equal to 4 centimeters. So everywhere the width is 4 centimeter. Children, if you take here also, this is 28 and this is 20. If you remove from 28, 20, what you will get? Again you will get 8. So this plus this is 4 or 8. That means separately they both are 4 plus 4, which is equal to 8. So we got the width. Now we find the area of the 4 trapeziums and then find the total area. So area of trapezium A, that is height or the width into sum of parallel distance, that is A plus B by 2. So what is the width? 4 into what is A and what is B? What is A? 16. What is B? This is B. 24 by 2. Now this 2 and this 4 can get cancelled and this becomes 40. 2 into 40, which is 80 centimeter square. You can see this is 80 centimeter square. The area of the trapezium is given by the perpendicular distance into sum of parallel sides divided by 2. Okay. So this is 80 centimeters. Now centimeter square. Now trapezium A is equal to trapezium C. You can see. So area of trapezium A is equal to area of trapezium C is equal to 80 centimeter square. Achha, we don't have to find the total area. We have to find the area of all A, B, C, D separately. So we found A and C, now it's B. So area of trapezium B, that is H into A plus B by 2. Here H is again 4. What is A? A is 20. What is B? B is 28. Sum of parallel sides. 4 into will get cancelled. 2 into 48. Correct, no? Am I going correct? Yes. 96 centimeter square. So area of trapezium B is equal to area of trapezium D, which is equal to 96 centimeter square. Okay, so this completes the last question of exercise 11.2. Now we will start with a new topic, children. Okay, we have found all ABCD. So, if I talk about a two-dimensional shape, rectangle, it has length and breadth. Now suppose if we give it a height, then this is the length, this is the breadth, and this is the height. Then this becomes three-dimensional. Yes, and also it becomes a solid shape. Okay, whose each face is a rectangle here. Correct? Now, if we talk about a square, it is also a 2D shape. Now, if we give it a height also, children, it is not looking like a square, but you assume it's a square. Then its each face is a square. Okay, this is also a solid shape. Similarly, if we talk about two circles, two circles, you can see. Now it also has a height. Okay, it also has a height. So this is a cylinder. What is this? This is a solid shape, which is a cylinder. Got it? Similarly, if it's a combination of a circle and a cone, it also has, this is also 3D. So this is also a solid shape. Okay. Now, if we talk about these two circles, children, if these two circles are congruent, congruent means equal. If these two circles are congruent, okay, then the adjoining line from their centers, if it is perpendicular, then such type of cylinders are known as right circular cylinder. Okay, they are also named as right circular cylinder. For that, the circle has to be congruent, okay, and the centers, the line adjoining the two centers should be perpendicular, okay. That means it should be vertical, perpendicular to the radius, okay. So this is a right circular cylinder. Every time you won't get a right circular cylinder, like how, if such type of cylinder is there. Please don't go on my diagram. This is just for the explanation. Then it is not a perpendicular line. Then such type of cylinders are not right circular cylinder. Okay, going back to the cubes and the cuboid. If we take a box which is cuboidal in shape, and if we open it, let's see how to open it. This is a cuboid. If I try to open it, I'll get a face over here. Yes, I get a face over here. Okay, I get a face at the back. I get the face at the side. Face at the bottom. Face in front. So how many faces actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, all these are face. The outer portion, okay, so it can be also said as surface, okay, so and if we find this, the area of these faces or this surface, then this can be named as the surface area, yes, so that's how we get a surface area of any solid shape. How? By finding the areas of the faces, and then doing the total. So then it is named as the total surface area of any solid. So this is about the rectangle. Same goes with the square. It will also have 6 faces. Correct? So we will find out the area of 6 faces separately, that is side into side into side into side into side into side. So 6 times side into side. Correct? So the total surface area will be 6a square or 6s square. Here, what will be the surface area? Length into breadth for this, length into breadth into height for this, then length into breadth for this, length into height for this, like this. We'll add and we'll find out what is the total surface area of a cuboid. It will be basically, there will be 2 length into breadth, 2 breadth into height, and 2 length into height. Okay, so it will be 2 times of length into breadth plus breadth into height plus height into length. Why? Because there are 6 faces and 2 faces will be identical, which are in front of one another. They will be identical. So we'll get 2 same types. Got it? So we are going to do this. Okay, don't worry. Coming back to this cylinder, it has 2 circles and a rectangle shape, which is actually a curved surface. Okay, this curved surface. So when we find out the area of this plus this plus this, then it becomes the total surface area of the cylinder. Okay, same goes with the cone. So in our next class, children, because now after this tomorrow we won't have any maths class, we'll have it on Monday only. So I don't want to break that derivation and a solution class. Okay, I want to do the formula plus the questions together. So today we are going to do this much only. Okay, Monday we will start with all the derivations plus the applications of all the derivations. So today you will do only question 11th in your copy, and you just listen this carefully. Any doubt, please let me know.